Hi everyone, Abby here from Brook and Cedar. I have to go and collect my son from school. I quickly wanted to record this to talk about what are the secrets to success in business. Of course, it's a relative thing because there are some people making $30 million a year and other people feel successful if they spend $300 or if they make $300 at the local market. Of course, that's a relative term. But largely speaking, we hear about these really frightening statistics in the media about X number of businesses fail every year, and in their first year, and then in their second year there's 3,000% more, and if you Google that, you'll see that there are various points of view. Some people think that it's a myth portrayed in order to in a way discourage people from giving up the work ethic and going into this pursuit of financial and time freedom. And other people say, hey, it's a really hard slog running your own business. People underestimate how much it's going to cost. They underestimate their demands on their time, their labor, that people don't understand, people don't do the planning, and so on and so forth. So who knows why, but this is what the statistics tell us. My business mentor talks about there being three main things that you need to be considerate of in order to pursue success in business. One is to actually have a dedicated system of learning, is to actually have a dedicated how-to program which is directly related to the outcome that you want. But having how-to enough on its own is not enough. Having how-to on its own is not enough, because we can go to those weekend courses. We can get so many how-tos in life and we still come away going, oh, I'm pumped. What do I do now? Nobody there to support you, no networks. You're just left on your own with a to-do list and this feeling of there's something deeply wrong with me because everyone else seems to be a success and I'm not doing it. So the first thing was a dedicated system of learning, program of learning. The second thing was a mentor or a coach or a guide, or however you want to describe that. And that's somebody who's walking the walk, not just talking the talk. That's someone who's been through the hard yards. That's someone who's deeply understanding and empathetic of what you're going through, emotionally, perhaps even socially, if you're a parent trying to run a business, or any person in various situations. We all have our specific challenges that other people may or may not understand. And financially, other people get it when you're doing things on the bones of your ass and you're not necessarily taking your kids on the rides at the local park because you want to save that $30 for something else. And so the first thing was a dedicated program of learning. The second thing was a mentor. And the third thing is a community of like-minded people that can support you, people that are falling in the same holes that you're falling in, or they might have done it in the past, or they're probably going to do it in the future. And you're supporting each other. You're there for each other. You're listening. You're having a dialogue. There's a feeling that you're not alone. And they're not necessarily the people closest to you. I myself can vouch for the fact that my partner, perhaps my close family members, certainly my kids, are not always thrilled about the choices I make in trying to develop a business. You know, the hours I have in front of the computer, the stuff I'm doing on a ground level, it sort of looks like I'm doing lots of fluff and I'm not actually doing anything. But I know in my own head and heart that I'm doing baby step by baby step by baby step to make this come together. Okay, so we've got our dedicated program of learning, we've got a mentor, and we've got a community. I am heading off to Vietnam in 3 days. Yay! It's for what's called the International Money Mastery Mentoring Retreat, and I'll be meeting with my business coach there. We actually live on opposite ends of the earth, so we'll be meeting poolside to do some real life work in real time. But also other entrepreneurs, other business mums, other mentors from all over the world in all walks of different business, coming together to share information, to share the odd pina colada perhaps. Probably we won't be sharing it, but we'll be sharing the moment. And it's that sense of having 10 days of complete time freedom, of complete space freedom, of not having the massive to-do lists, of not having, perhaps except I want to buy some things at the local markets for my kids, so I have made some lists about that. But it's all about creating a sense of what it will be like one day when we finally reached, hi Nikki, when we finally reach that pinnacle of not actually having to work day in, day out in our jobs, in our businesses, in order to have the financial freedom. So I'll be joining Nikki Ashby, who's just joined the Facebook Live. I've just lost my words. Lots of other wonderful business mentors from around the world. I'm really excited. Please stay tuned over the next couple of weeks for updates. I'm going to be having chats and interviews and spontaneous moments with other business mums and other entrepreneurs. We'll be talking about cryptocurrencies and investing in order to create a fabulous passive income for your families in the future. Gold and silver, creating fabulous online businesses, plus. It's really exciting. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned over the next few weeks.